it's so delicious. It's a little chicken salad. It's not your typical one with the grapes and the apples and the pecans, although that one's delicious and I make it too. But I wanted to show y'all this one because it's so very good. Do y'all remember I went to Sam's and I got those rotisserie chickens, and I made the easy cheesy chicken spaghetti, and then I turned around the next night. I got 2 rotisserie chickens, and I took the 2 breasts and I chopped them, and I made John and me salads with them. And I didn't do a video on that because I've done one before on that. But I had, what was left over was the 2 thighs and the 2 legs, and right here, and those little oysters off the back. And so I put this in the freezer, and I put it in the refrigerator last night and thought, ooh, I can have this the rest of the week, make this little chicken salad with it. And so I want to get on here with y'all and show y'all this one. It's so delicious. My best friend Brittany had eaten it somewhere, and she described it to me, how smoky it tasted and what all was in it. And so I came home and I thought, hey, I can do that. I can replicate that. So that's what I did, and she loved it. She loves it. If I take it to her, she'll eat the whole thing right then and there with crackers or something. And it is very good. I'm going to chop this chicken pretty good. The way she had it wasn't shredded, but it was chopped, but you know, in small little pieces. And I had just deboned this before I put it in the freezer, so I'm going to chop away on it, get it nice and small. This tastes smoky because we put liquid smoky in there. That's why I call it smoked chicken salad. No smoking required, because there is no smoking required. Someone else already did that smoking with that liquid smoke, and we get to utilize it, and I love it. And this chicken, it is awesome tasting with this liquid smoke in it. It's just amazing. It tastes like home to me. I mean, I tasted it and I'd never had it before, and I was just, it just immediately comforted me, and it tasted so much like home. It really did. Okay guys, that's this is just about a half the chicken because it's not got the 2 breasts in it. It's the only thing we're missing, okay? It's just the dark meat. You can do the whole chicken. I do before we go to the beach or something, so we'll have it the whole time to eat on. I sure do. Next thing I want to put is some pecans. I've just got these store-bought pecans. My sister has a pecan tree down South Louisiana that she lives on her husband's, his grandmother's place, so it's been in the family forever. Kind of like I live here on John's grandparents' place with him, so that's just neat. Our other sister, she lives north of here in the same parish as me, and she also lives on land right up there near her husband's family. They did live on family land, but they actually bought a home that's just right down the road. So we all were those women that moved and became our husband's families. We succumbed to that, didn't we? Yes, we did. But it's got lots of memories, you know, with it that our husbands all have. And I'm chopping these pecans. What I was saying, she usually furnishes me with these pecans, and it's an old pecan tree, and it's those smaller, little sweeter pecans. But she hasn't been able to get any. She wasn't able to get any last fall. She was so busy. They own a landscaping company and a fleet of trucks, so she wasn't able quite to do that last fall and get me some pecans. But boy, when she does, I don't waste a single pecan. Do you hear me? This is going to be probably about a cup of pecans, and you put however many you want. And I pretty finely chopped them. Do y'all see that? Pretty fine. I did. I thought I'd get me a little bite like this, and then I'll do a separate video, and we're going to make those cute little cupcakes. Those cute little cupcakes for the weekend. I thought my grandbabies would like it. These are some pickled jalapenos that I did last year from the garden, and we'll do it this year together. We're going to have to do that probably by next week. I've got so many coming up. Oh, did y'all hear that? I did too. I love it. I love that noise. And this is something that flavors in this chicken so well. But pickled jalapenos are not hot, okay? So that's why I say use pickled jalapenos, because they're just not hot. They have good flavor. Y'all see how I pick it up and let some of that pickled jalapeno juice go down in there too? Yes. It's very, very, very good like that. Keep scooting this out of the way so maybe y'all can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to finely chop these jalapenos just the same. I love any chicken salad. Do y'all? I don't think I've ever met one I did not like. I love that one. I buy that at MAYO's, that one with the grapes and the pecans in it. And it is packed full of chicken. It doesn't have any filler in it. It's chicken. So you are getting a bang for your buck up there at MAYO's. I'm going to give him a shout out. I love his chicken salad. I sure do. And that homemade pimento cheese salad's very good. He's locally here in our parish, and I've been meaning to go by there and shop in the store with y'all, because y'all like lots of dishes I have with him, and talk about it. I'm going to, guys. Okay, y'all see I finally chopped those jalapenos, and I did, what was that, just a couple of handfuls, like, I don't even think that's quite a quarter of a cup, but that's totally up to you, okay? I'll probably put between an eighth and a quarter of a cup on the recipe. All right, y'all. Let me wash my hands. Just kind of rinse them off here. Something else I put. Of course, I've got to put these jalapenos in the refrigerator now that we've opened them. Something else I love to put. I think, yeah, I usually salt and pepper just a little bit if you want to. If you're trying to watch your salt intake, it's going to taste good without any salt in it. It really is. I do believe it. I believe it with all of my heart. Yes, I do. Let me grab some pepper. And I'm back. And I'm going to grind me some pepper over in there. It is finally, it's not quite summer here in Louisiana, but it's hot. It's 90 degrees today. And it's so humid. You just walk out the door and you just want to melt like Frosty the Snowman. And I keep telling myself, Amy, it's going to get 10 to 15 degrees hotter, girl. So just let's start acclimating, you know. I mean, get with it, girl. Get with it. That's every summer, though. It's like an acclimation time here in Louisiana. Y'all know I'm putting smoked paprika, right? Yes, definitely. And I'll try to measure about how much I put. I'll say a teaspoon for sure. I mean, I don't think you're going to put too much smoked paprika. That's about all I have in this little bottle is about a teaspoon left. But I've got another bottle down here. Don't y'all worry. I keep myself in that smoked paprika. Y'all, it's so crazy. Yesterday, I was in Brookshire's buying some things to do these cupcakes. And this lady was just looking on the spices, Well, I turned in to get something across from it. And she said, oh, I heard, she said, and I smiled at her, and she said, do you know, can you see smoked paprika here? I can't find any smoked paprika, and I'm looking for it for a recipe. And I turned to her, and she still hadn't looked at my face. She's still searching just frantically. You could tell she was stressed about it. And I said, oh my goodness, that's one of my favorite things. And I said, I do a little cooking show, and I'm getting everybody addicted to it. I said, but I know it's at Walmart, but we were in Brookshire's. I said, let me help you look. Well, then she looked up at me like, what? You know, and so anyway, there it was. I spotted it right beside the regular paprika, and I picked it up for her. I said, here you go. I said, it's great. I love it. And she said, well, I do too. She said, that was right in front of me, and I missed it. But y'all know how the spices are. They just all blend together there. It's crazy. So anyway, I just thought how odd or neat, you know, that she wanted me to find smoked paprika. I just thought that was cool. I don't know, but I'm silly like that. Okay, here's the thing that makes this taste so like home to me and so wonderful is some liquid smoke. And this is called, I find it on the shelf at Walmart, Brookshire's, Big Star, anywhere. I've never had any trouble. My mama showed me this years ago when I was a kid when we made barbecue sauce, which I'm going to do with y'all next week. It's natural hickory smoke, Fort Worth Stockyards is what it says. Original recipe, liquid smoke. I'm just trying to let y'all get a good look at it. And it literally is liquid smoke. And this is hickory smoke. And last time I made this, I kept putting a tablespoon at a time because I had never measured for this. And I ended up putting, I don't know, a quarter cup to a half a cup. Now this is half of the chicken, and last time I did it was a whole chicken. But what I do with my little tablespoon, or no, let me get a, I know me, I know a quarter cup's not going to be too much for me, okay? You can start with 1/8 of a cup or a couple of tablespoons. I know it isn't, because every time I just add and add and add and add and add, and it makes the video so long. So I'm putting a quarter cup. And if you did the whole chicken, you could start with a quarter cup and go from there. And I know that liquid smoke's very potent, and in a lot of recipes you need to be careful because it'll overpower it. But this recipe, that is it. It's the smokiness in that chicken. That is the flavor you want. It's very very good in here, and it doesn't overpower it. So give it to it. Do it. Let's see here, guys. I'm trying to measure my mayonnaise too. We'll do a quarter cup. I don't know if that's going to be too much, too little, because I never measure stuff like this, but I know y'all want a cookbook from me, and I know that I have found it where I can go and start kind of making my own little cookbook for a while and entering when I can. And I promise y'all I'm going to get to that when I can. But I stay so doggone busy. Y'all just wouldn't believe all the other stuff I do besides this. But I want to do it myself. I do, and I think it'd be a great gift for me to give my kids. So I'm stirring up. That quarter cup mayonnaise seems okay. It's not gonna be too much for my half a chicken. And something that is not typical in here, this is all I do. You see how easy it is. It's chicken, mayonnaise. Oh, a lot of times I give it a little squirt of mustard. Hang on, guys. Y'all see why I do need to write these recipes down. I'm digging in my brain like, what did I do? Because I haven't made this since last summer. And I'll do a little squirt of mustard. That's maybe a half a teaspoon, okay? And if you don't like mustard at all, but you don't really taste it, it just gives it a little bit of a tang. Kind of brightens it, I guess, let's say. And that's it. Let me smell it. I kind of smell that smokiness. I might end up putting more. I really might. Let me get me a little fork. I like it so very smoky. And you can put more jalapenos if you want, more pecans. That's perfect. Perfection. So I would say, oh, and those jalapenos, that's bright. And that was what, about 1/8 cup of jalapenos with a teaspoon of the pickling juice. It's good and bright. This is something that I don't typically put in there, but I have celery down in here, and I don't want it to go to waste. And I know I can chop it and freeze it like I do, but I thought it would be real good in here. Real bright little addition, right? And I even think you could put a little onion if you wanted to. Be real good, but I'm just giving you that basis, like how Brittany, my friend, had it at a little barbecue shop, and she described it to me, and so that's all I put. But I think the celery would be a real nice little addition. I will let y'all know if it is. I'll have to take another bite, right, and just see. It does. It brightens it up just a little bit. I got these yesterday at Brookshire's, and you can get them at Walmart. These little fresh baked crescent rolls. They are like so tempting to me. They're my vice. Bread is my vice. I just could eat bread all the time. So I will share these with my chickens. Yes, I will. Or literally, I'll come by and eat this whole thing. In the mornings, I'll get up and I'll drizzle a little bit of chocolate, or I'll sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it and eat it with my coffee. And then at night I'll drizzle some hot chocolate on there, and then I'll just eat them during the day. So y'all know I gotta go get those to my chickens. I sure do. That will veto out every bit of my working out I've been doing, won't it? Yes, it will. This one is plenty. All right, y'all, and I love these on crescents. You could eat this with crackers. It's real good with any kind of cracker. It's real good with just on a piece of bread, any kind of bread you like, but it's so good on this crescent roll.